Welcome to my channel.
We do it island style.
I'm taking you on an in-depth look at how I apply my brows. I've been loving like the skinny pencil, so I do have the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I have this dual-ended brow pencil. I got it at Jean's Warehouse, and it has a fat tip on one side, and if you flip it over, it has a skinny tip, and I use the skinny tip the most, and it's by the company Beauty Treats. The tips are, let me pull. Anyway, they're pretty much the same. I like my pencils not red brown. I like it a little gray brown or ashy brown, only because my hair is not super black, it's not red, and obviously it is dark brown. So I feel like when I use an ashier brown color, it's not so harsh on my brows. I use the black LA Girl pencil on the tails of my brow. What I like to do is actually start from under my brow, make a straight line. Your eyebrows to go a little light and then feather out to dark. And if your line is too harsh, I'm gonna do it so it's harsh on purpose. If your line is too harsh, you can take a spoolie, and I like to comb up and across, like in the direction of your hair growth. I don't want it too harsh, so I can go in ham, but I'll go back and I'll brush it all out with a spoolie. So I like to draw on the bottom, do what I just did, and if I see like really sparse areas, then I'll just go over them again. And then I'll do the same on the top. I'll make a straight line. See right here, there's actually like a gap. I'm gonna take my darker LA Girl pencil. So this part of my brow, I'll use the darker end, and then I'll pick up my lighter shade. And I noticed that I have very little hair in here, so I'm gonna go and color that in. I can use the other end of this, the thicker side of this pencil, to actually shade the brows. No brow. So while I have my line established, I'll just go and I'll take out whatever hairs is out of place, and I'll brush down. So if you have all those little hairs that you don't like and you don't have time to go and wax, I'll brush, and then I'll take it like this and I'll go under my brows. But for the most part, on the underneath part, I'll just pluck it. The one thing that takes forever and the most time on my face is my brows. My hair is thinner on the top here, so I have to actually draw in my brows. And I love this pencils because it's so thin. I just like the pencils. I think it's easy. So I'm giving myself a more rounded edge with the darker pencil. So on this eye, I don't mind giving this one a harsh line because there's no eyebrow there anyway. Take the spoolie, comb it. Actually comb the front too, so it's not too harsh. Go back and the thicker side, and fill in the parts that I need to. So my hair kind of goes half down and half up, and they tell you to go in the direction of your hair, so I am. So if you see me combing down, that's because that's the direction of my hair. Giving myself little hair-like strokes using the pencil. Fine over here, I'm gonna go close, is you see it, like it's not rounded, and over here, actually I have hair that actually grows here. So people talk about not having box brows, but I'm gonna have a brow that's super short and one that's super long because there's hair and no hair. So I draw it. And then I go and I comb it too. So now I have my brows in place. That took the longest. I like to use the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer, and I'm in the shade light medium. When I first apply it, it looks super white on my skin, but then as I blend it out, it doesn't look as bad. So I'm gonna go in, and because I have patchiness right here, I actually apply the most product in my patchy area. So there you go. Then I like to color my whole eye. I like to do one eyebrow at a time because I don't want the product to sit on this side. Now I'm using a Luxie 245 small shader brush. What I do is carve out my brows, and a lot of you guys seen this before. I like to cover my crow's feet as well. And then with this same brush, I'll get really close to my lash line, and I'm using this as my base, shadow base. And in this case, I'm using another Luxie brush. It says Goodnight 1110, and I'm gonna just blend it all out. The other thing I like to do is with whatever I have on my brush, I'll go and clean up the top. This same brush, and I'll go in a circle and blend it out into in the middle of my brows and into my forehead, because I don't want it to look like I have a halo. What I like to do is go with a beauty sponge that doesn't have any product on it, and before applying the powder, I'll just blend it out lightly, like with lightest touch, because I don't want creasing to happen. I love this product. It's called Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. It's white, but it's supposed to be translucent. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I'll apply the powder, and I want to set that in place. My eyes are ready to go. I don't want, like I said, product under my eyes. I'm just cleaning. That's my completed brow tutorial. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. Click on the subscribe link and click on the bell so you can get regular notifications of when I post. Again, Aloha Ohana.